Documate's Data Manager feature allows you to search, control, and reuse your data in multiple ways. You'll be able to search responses, reuse data between workflows, and conduct multi-user interviews. So how does it work? Let me start on the master dashboard, where I've already set up 2 workflows that we're going to be using in this demo. One is this intake workflow. Here, I gather some basic data, just 3 questions asking for the name, address, and the type of case for this particular client. The second is this second set of case documents workflow. I might want to use this workflow in the future. As you can see, it has some of the same questions and the same variable names as the first workflow. But then there are additional questions on page 2 that are not in workflow number 1. Now that you've seen the workflows, we'll run the intake workflow. I'll fill out data for client Jane Doe. Then I'll generate my documents for Jane Doe. Now, let's see what Data Manager can do with what we just entered. I'll go back to my master dashboard where I'll click on the 3rd tab, Data Manager. I'll click onto the intake questionnaire workflow where I can see all of the times this workflow has been taken. As we expected, Jane Doe's information is populated here. I now have 3 options. I can enter the existing session where I can pick up where I left off or edit any of Jane Doe's answers. I can rerun this same workflow as a new session to create a duplicate session that I might want to modify, or I can run the data I collected about Jane Doe into any of my other workflows. In this case, we'll populate our data into second set of case documents and click Open. As we expect, it starts on the second page of this workflow because the data for the first page has already been entered. I'll answer the question here, move forward, and now we can see that on the final page of this workflow, all of the answers that I entered for Jane Doe in the intake questionnaire are already populated in the second set of case documents workflow. Data Manager can work on much more complex workflows than the one we just demonstrated here. Whether you have logic or repeating item questions, the data will be transferred through seamlessly. We hope you've enjoyed this video, and please let us know if you'd like to see a demo. Happy creating!